Can we go fast please but no please? There's a reason here are only 5 matches because it's called Fastlane. While on the kickoff, Paul Heyman buries Byron Saxton about upcoming tag team match moments after the show begins. We must go fast, and the very first is the undisputed tag team title match. The unlikeliest of impromptu tag teams ever, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes want revenge on the Red Hot Judgment Day by trying to take titles away from him. Jey Uso says it's just me Uso now, and he was supposed to be pushed solo, but he still found himself in a tag team again. In the early parts of the match, Jey and Cody were struggling. They're no match for the experienced Judgment Day. That was hard for them to find their sense of team chemistry. But still, one man is one half of the greatest tag team ever, Jey Uso, and the other is the top tier dominator, Cody Rhodes. So of course it had been a matter of time before they turned the tide. Challengers got fire in their eyes and were slowly getting closer to finishing this story, and when Uso had Priest where he wanted him, Dominic and his mommy Rhea showed up to save Damien. Cody was down and out for a long time, and Priest with Balor destroyed Jey with Cody Crow, but finally he returned to save his partner. All hell broke loose, and then even JD McDonough came here to get super kicked right back. Then even Ripley attacked Jey with briefcase, and Uso still kicked out. Priest chokeslammed Rhodes into the hardest part of the ring, but not long after, JD McDonough accidentally cracked Priest instead of Rhodes with briefcase, and Cody sent him into crossroads into the table, which didn't break. It was all Finn Balor alone in the ring who got the first taste of Cody and Jey's new tag team finisher, and then crossroads where Cody pinned Balor, with no chance of retaining the titles. The arena, along with Colin Graves, went nuts because after their first ever tag team match together, Cody and Jey are the new undisputed tag team champions. How Judgment Day won the titles, they lost them the same way back. They deserved it. And keep in mind that they beat 5-2 odds. No one helped them. JD McDonough better be prepared for hell to pay after hitting the guy who hates him with his own briefcase, costing him his own titles. I'm talking about Damian Priest. This is what he did to him on the next Raw, by the way. That was predictable. This is kinda soft, quiet time in the wrestling world, so this is normal that titles can change hands randomly now. That's fine. Rating is 4.5. Next one is also tag team match, but a generic 6-man tag team grudge match. Street Profits and Lashley are focused to take care of the business against Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. Yes, 3-2. They didn't find anyone apparently, but anyone can join them anytime later until the match ends. Jobbers Del Toro and Wild are injured. Zelina is not that fearless, so Escobar and Mysterio were bulldozed and were getting their ass kicked, especially by the behemoth Bobby Lashley. Angelo Dawkins also added some power and explosiveness. When it comes to Montez Ford, he's being the mouthpiece bully of this group. That demolition machine was coming to LWO, and they certainly knew where they were getting themselves to. Escobar was taken out on his apron, Mysterio was isolated 1-on-3 and was barely hanging on. But then the lightning struck, with Carlito's music taking over the arena, and obviously being the third member of their team for this match. Rey tagged him in. He stormed over Team Lashley by catching them all off guard, backstabbing Montez Ford and quickly winning for his team. That was quite predictable, but was the perfect moment for him to return to WWE full time. He still got time and skills to turn his career around, and wonderful physique as well. But despite that, this match gives so much kickoff vibes. Feels like something unnecessary and quick. Lashley just approved Street Profits, and then Montez gets pinned like that. I'm expecting for them to get revenge on these Latino guys. It's very far from over. Bobby is a mastermind and he's got a plan. Rating of this tag match is 2.5. 3 of the best on SmackDown look to handle their WWE Women's Championship business. Charlotte, Asuka and Champion Io. Seconds after match began, Asuka already misted Charlotte's face. Seems like it will be hard night for the Queen. Io Sky never wants to lose her championship. On the contrary, she wants to be as respected as Charlotte, Asuka, Becky, Bianca and others. Charlotte stood out in this match and dominated to the point where both Japanese superstars needed to work together. Charlotte is 14-time women's champion, but despite still always being inserted in the main event picture and trying hard, there is always a catch holding her back from winning 15th title. I didn't feel like they were trying to go extra mile. It looked like they just wanted to work off their classic agenda. Samoan drop in triple powerbomb in the ring left its impact. Then they all sank and got stuck into submission games and explosive moves until it all led to Charlotte's spear on Asuka, and stupid Bayley arrived. She did Io a lot of disservice but later fixed it by distracting referee when Asuka was tapping out to Flair's figure 8. Sky capitalized in that moment by splashing Charlotte with moonsault. Flair got too much damage in this match, so it was enough to pin her and retain. I agree. That's what I wanted. We need to stall for time and keep Io champion and damage control together. Meanwhile, Charlotte needs to work more for 15th title, and Asuka is nowhere right in the picture as of now. Rating of the match is 3/25. The most charismatic commentator in WWE, Pat McAfee, shows up and encourages Indianapolis, trying to bring WrestleMania to their city. That's John Cena London vibes, isn't it? Before he goes to commentary, he introduces the greatest of all time, John Cena, who teams up with the megastar, LA Knight. Yeah. They're very angry at the Bloodline after these two Samoans, Jimmy and Solo, took out AJ Styles. They won't let this terror pass and look to put them in their places to send a message to Roman Reigns. John Cena outclassed Jimmy Uso and his focus is exclusively on fat bully Solo Sikoa. When it came to Solo, it wasn't as easy and John started getting an ass kicking. Cena was trying many times tagging LA Knight, but these two Samoan barbarians did perfect job isolating Cena and making him suffer. Even sudden attitude adjustment to Jimmy didn't help as Sikoa stopped Cena fingertips away from LA Knight. John Cena didn't know what to do to get away from them. That was too much. Cena finally countered Solo Sikoa's banzai drop and after crawling very hard, after 13 minutes since the match began, for the first time in this matchup, LA Knight gets tagged in. Finally. The megastar turned on ultra speed and stormed over everyone like an unstoppable train. On top of that, listening to Pat McAfee's yes at the same time was firework. Incredible atmosphere. We all received classic exchange between all four men. That was like a tsunami. Everyone was down, no one was standing. Cena got super kicked and went to sleep, but LA Knight turned the tide for John to suddenly wake up and get up to hit 5-knuckle shuffle and for LA Knight to hit blunt force trauma to punish the Bloodline by defeating them. How boring and lazy was the first half of the match and how freshed up and physical it got in the second half. Just a thunderous match in the end and a statement victory. Very good. Well done. Cena wanted to raise LA Knight's hand, but the megastar refused it to walk away to raise Cena's hand up in the air to pay homage to the GOAT. But the Tribal Chief Reigns returns Friday night, so these two have a lot of work to do. Rating of the match is 3.5. Damian Priest is angry and desperately wants to cash in tonight, but the rest of Judgment Day realize he's too hot-tempered after losing tag team titles. And they barely managed to cool him down and dissuade him from doing it tonight. Tonight is not the night. This match is the last on the card. Last man standing for the World Heavyweight Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura knows what this match is all about. He wants to put Seth down to the point where he can never stand again. Rollins' back is much worse now than at Payback because Nakamura was slowly damaging it for weeks on Monday Night Raws. To top it all off, at Payback they had a straight up wrestling match. Here it is last man standing death match. What can go wrong, guys? Rollins has never been closer to disaster than he is now. Definitely the most dangerous match in his career. Rollins was so angry and Nakamura was still playing his slow mind games. We just got started minutes ago and we are already in presence of things like exposed concrete. Later Shinsuke took and revealed nunchucks by adding Japanese flavor and he's very skilled with them. It's like you're watching a blockbuster movie. In the ring they were torturing each other with everything they could have in their hands. No remorse from anyone. Not just another Extreme Rules match, but Human Demolition Derby taken to the next level. As the entire weapon arsenal wasn't good enough, they later took their frustrations into the crowd where Nakamura gave a low blow and pushed Seth away for him to fall from great height on his back. Another painful moment was Nakamura launching Rollins with big back body drop into exposed concrete right on his back. Shinsuke had real chance of breaking Rollins for good with his real injury. This feud is based on real back injuries. After so many back bumps, your back can actually give up in a match like this. We've seen star opponent like this. Shinsuke added broken ribs to already broken back with knee smash Meteora through the table. Then multiple steel chair shots to the back, but Seth was still getting up every time. After they both climbed the ladder, Nakamura out of nowhere spit into Rollins' face with red mist and he fell down through an announce table. Hysterical Michael Cole was screaming for Seth to stay down, but the Visionary did not care about him. In the ring with sidewalk slam and Kinshasa through another table, Michael Cole breathed a sign of relief, thinking it's over. But no, it's not over, Michael Cole. Seth Rollins is not right back up, but he rolls out of the ring. Bingo! Shinsuke dragged Seth into the crowd for seemingly something special. On the elevated steel platform, Seth Rollins finally countered Michinoku driver into pedigree and increased the impact with stomp. And to put an end to it, performed fantastic Falcon Arrow through the tables. Seth barely got up after that. Of course Nakamura did not. We have still one and only World Heavyweight Champion. Undeniable Seth freaking Rollins. Very brutal, extremely painful, exhausting match. This is not a lazy 10-minute tag team match for ya. This man deserves all the championships with his work. He's not only living the life on the edge of a lightning bolt, but does this. He's a Terminator. The best match of Fastlane. The main event. No freaking doubt. This feud just cannot continue after this statement. Rollins survived it and won the final battle in the war. Damian Priest did not try to cash in. Yes, that's right. But he could. This was one of the best opportunities. Rating of the last man standing main event is 4.75. That was secondary average checkpoint premium live event, which turned out to be just good with solid stuff. 6-man tag match was bad. Women's match was just average, but other 3 were special. Here they are. Average match rating is above, and my honest impression is below. I must get back on track fast. Thanks for helping me out. See you yesterday. Sina. 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 Sina.